Welcome back to Two E's in a Podcast. I'm Anitra.
And I'm Ebony.
And we're two chicks having a kiki, talking about random shit and giving our opinion on it. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
How y'all doing? How's your week been? Good. I'm glad to hear that.
Who are you talking to?
The people.
Oh, okay.
They answered when I said
Right.
that.
They answered quick, too.
Yeah, they did. So, we are back with another video or another podcast episode. And we have a topic and we want to know. We're going to give what we think personally. And then you go ahead and let us know what you think. But the question today is, you want to get a question?
How many baby daddies / baby mamas is too much?
What's your limit? Like, what is the number for you? Who's going first?
And of course, we're talking about like
meeting someone
or beginning to date someone. I think naturally at this age, it is not too common to find someone that doesn't have children.
And that question, and another question is like, okay, how many baby daddies, baby mamas is too many? How many kids?
How many kids
are too many?
Is too much. Okay, that's a good question.
Yeah, how many kids are too many? So you want me to go first, or you want to go first?
You can go if you want to. Look, she's happy. She's very happy.
I'm teasing. Okay, so in regards to the baby daddies, okay, or baby mamas, okay, so let me see. Okay, at this time in my life, okay, but before, okay, I used to. This used to be me. Before I had a child, I would not. I refused. If you had any children, okay, bye. I didn't want to be bothered with you.
That was like your early 20s.
That was my early 20s because
okay.
I didn't have any children, so I'm not going to be bothered with you with your children.
Okay.
And your baby mama. Like, get out of here.
Oh.
No. Nice knowing you. It was nice to meet you, though. Nice guy. Nice fella. You're a nice fella, but, you know, good luck in life.
Nice fella.
Nice fella, but good luck in life, okay? Then, after I had my son, the baby mama thing, I still, for a very, 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 very long time, I want to say even up until maybe like 5 years ago, would not date men with kids.
Wow.
I didn't want to be bothered. I did not want to be bothered.
Wow.
So, you got how many baby mamas? One? Okay, no thank you.
Oh, wow.
So I dated a lot of men with no children. But then I kind of, you get to a point where you're like, you don't get this life here. And I have a child, so I'm like, I don't want to be bothered with you and your baby mama and your kids, okay? But they didn't get this life. They didn't get the life of having a child. Like, you can't just get up and be like, oh, I'm out of here, bye. You want to go to dinner? Okay, yeah, let's go.
So you're talking about the men that didn't have children.
Yes, because I didn't date men with kids for a very, very long time.
So they didn't understand the dynamics of you being a mom and like, hey, I gotta get back to my kid.
They didn't get it, and it took me a long time to figure that out because I'm like I said, it was almost up to like 5-6 years ago that I was just like,
oh my God.
Like to date seriously, it was like I didn't want to be bothered with people with children because I didn't. First of all, I don't want to deal with your baby mama and your baby mama. I don't know, they might be cool as hell, but I didn't want to take the chance. One was enough. One was too many. One was too many.
Oh, wow.
And then after I, was like, okay, I can date men with children or men with baby moms. It's like, okay, how many you got? So that brings me into this era.
Oh.
Okay, so now it's like, okay, me personally, if you have more than 2, it's like, okay, why? What happened? Because my mind is like this, okay, you got with somebody when you were young, okay? That's your first baby mama, okay? You might have been married.
Right.
Okay, that's your ex-wife, first baby mama, okay?
Right.
And then you moved on and you did this again, or you had another kid, or got married, or whatever the case may be. Then you did it again?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, no. Because and then there's dynamics, there's levels to this thing. Okay, so say if they did have more than one kid's mom. Because I don't like to say baby mom and baby daddy. It just makes me cringe. I don't know why. Kid's mom. kid's dad. I don't know. What happened? Like, and what's the age of the children? Like, that's my thing. What's the age of the children?
Okay.
Are these babies? They're under 5? No. No. It's a whole bunch that goes with this. Like right now in this present time, I personally don't want to date anybody that has more than one kid's mom. I mean, more than 2 kids' mom.
Is that a question? Do you ask someone?
Yes, how many? We just talked about this. I asked.
How many baby mamas do you have?
I asked if they have children.
How many?
Yes.
And then
I asked ages.
Okay.
Okay, that right there will. If the answer is not what I want to hear, I don't need to know the rest.
So if they
I don't need to know the rest.
Okay, so they say. So you say, hey, fella.
You have kids? You have kids?
Hey, fella, how many kids? You got kids? Oh yeah, I have kids. Okay.
How old?
How old is he or she? And then he'll say, well, I have.
I have a boy that's such and such, and I have a girl.
3.
They'll be like, oh, I have an 18, a 19, and a 3, and I'll be like, okay, well, it was nice meeting you.
Anitra, you
a 3-year-old, a
Anitra,
3-year-old,
you can't.
a 3-year-old. Okay, so this is my philosophy when it comes to kids. Kids, if you have a child under 5 years old, you're very close to that parent, that child's mom.
Possibly.
Very close. So I don't want to be bothered with you. No, goodbye.
Or if
you're very close.
If you have if it's like a 1, 2, or 3-year-old or 4-year-old or something like that, that means that you and that person may have been involved. That's pretty recent. Mm-hmm. So that means you guys were involved. So then you have to ask the question, like, are you guys still involved? Or
I don't even really care. I don't want to know. I'm out of here.
But do you?
I'm out of here,
sir. So if they say, okay, 18, whatever, 17, or whatever, 3, whatever numbers it is that you
what's
said.
happening in between that long time?
Do you ask the question? So do they all have the same mother?
Well, I already know that answer. If you say I have an 18 and 17-year-old, and you turn around and say I have a 3-year-old, hell no, they don't have the same mama.
Well, not necessarily.
I'm almost 99% correct, Maury.
Not more.
I'm almost 99% correct, because I can tell you right now, somebody that has a 17 and an 18-year-old, and y'all was together for, most likely, it's very possible that you're not turning around to then have a new baby. That's not a thing. That's a very rare situation.
Okay.
And then, so y'all have been together 17, 18 years. Y'all have a new baby or a 1-year-old, and then y'all be like, oh, we're not together no more. That's not a thing.
So, Anitra,
no.
So, okay, he has a 3-year-old. Okay,
no,
so he has.
That's so cute.
So he has
that's so
two.
Cute
he
for
has
you.
2.
That's so cute for you.
He has 2 baby mamas.
Mhm.
Right?
Mhm.
The conversation is just completely over, or do you want to? Because you've been talking to this guy.
I don't know, Ebony.
You've taken a liking to him.
Those are questions I asked early on. Ebony is very shocked that I asked these things. These questions are asked within the first 1-2 days of knowing someone.
Anitra,
if I'm just meeting you and we're on the phone, I want to know if you have children.
No, I understand that. I understand you.
So I know that, like, the first 1-2 days.
But then, like, the baby mama part, like, are you asking, like, hey, do all of your children have the same mother, or you know what I mean, things like that? So
this is why I don't say that. I say, okay. So then they say, okay, I have, this many kids and these are the ages. I'm like, okay. So then I ask, what's the relationship with the mom? I say mom.
With the mom. Okay.
See, men don't think. I'm very smart. What's the relationship with the mom? And then they spill all they fucking beans, and you know all the business right there.
I can't, fellas.
Y'all don't be thinking. I say, okay, what's the relationship with the mom?
And
some men be telling you their whole life story. You be like, I can ask you all
that. Y'all falling for the oldest trick in the book that Anitra over here pulling on y'all.
Stupid. Yeah, no.
Fellas, y'all got to say, oh, me and my baby mama cool. That's what y'all got to say. That's usually what they say.
No, that's
me and my baby mama
That's
cool.
not usually what they say.
No.
No. Ma'am, you're not in the dating game, okay? Stay over there in your married life.
That's a long time ago, Anitra.
They don't usually say that.
Well, let me tell you, because when I was in the dating game, okay, I'll bring my husband into it. I've known my husband since I was 18 years old.
Okay.
So when I met him, and he's 5 years older than me. So when I met him, he was like I have a daughter. Like he, Now me being 18, almost 19
because
years
he's
old.
older though.
Right, but me being 18, 19 years old, like the furthest thing from my mind is like
your kids.
Kids, like you know what I mean? That was like a child. Like, what do you mean a child? But I took a liking to this fella, so it was just in my head. It was just kind of like, oh, okay, well that it really doesn't have any.
So you didn't think like, see, I'm an overthinker. I think myself into situations. Like I'll be like, okay, I have to meet this kid. Are they gonna be around?
Oh
like,
God,
my mind is like that. I'll be thinking myself into.
I thought nothing. Not at the time, girl. I was trying to get it cracking. I was trying to, see where the parties is at and see what's popping and I'll call you after I leave the metro or whatever. You know what I mean? Like. That was when I tell you the furthest thing from my mind, like it was, and at the time his daughter was 3 going on 4 years old. So there was nothing in my mind at the time that was like, oh, so what's going on? Like you and your baby mom, like what's going on? You guys get along? Like I don't want to,
of course not.
And I don't want to sound like insensitive about it, but I mean, it literally was the first thing from my mind. I really could, at the time, could care less. To me, it was none of my business.
Well, see, that's the difference. At 18, you were like, oh, it's whatever. At 18, I'm like, you got what? It was nice knowing you.
And I at the time, I did have friends like that. That if you said, like us being 18, 19, 20 years old, and a guy said like, oh yeah, I have a kid, or whatever, like they'd be like, oh God, like
right, I'm out here partying, get away, unhand me.
Like I'm moving on.
Right, I got better things to do.
Like I'm moving on. For me, it was like that's none of my business. That has nothing to do with me. I have no like at the time, like I don't need to know, sir. I don't need to know what's going on. Whatever you got going, whatever we doing right now is what we're doing. And things progress, but then in the midst of that, he had another child.
And then what happened? So what was your thoughts at that point? You were like, oh, it's none of my business.
At that time, I'm being very honest. I still was in the streets at each. Like I'm not saying I'm for the streets. I'm not saying that. Because I'm not.
Maybe back then you were.
I'm not. But where my head was at the time, like I was having a good time at each other. I was having a good time. We were having a good time. We were not exclusive. We weren't any of that. So even then, it was like.
You still trucking along, huh?
I still was trucking along.
Okay.
I still was trucking along. But then I fucked around.
And you
became his baby mama. I did all this fucking around, you know what I mean, playing around. And now I am a baby mama, and I'm lucky number 3. I'm baby mama number 3. And so with that, my thought process on that is like, that's your business. However many, you know what I mean? If there are certain, I don't know if you could put a number on it, Nietzsche. Like for me now, if I'm thinking like if a guy tells me, if I meet someone and they tell me that they have 3 baby mamas, the audacity of me being able to cringe at that. Like, how dare me cringe?
Well, yeah, because I get it because of what you already went through or what your life has already entailed. But now, like me, I don't know, it's almost like, okay, so, and we just talked about the settling thing. In my mind, I'm thinking to myself, okay, if I meet somebody and he has like 3 baby mamas or 4 baby mamas, and like they're all like grown or, older,
right,
18 or up or whatever. Do
I
care?
Right.
Like,
oh, that's a good point.
Do I care? So for that, if they're all grown and out the house, then I'm like, okay, it's whatever, because I don't have to deal with them. Because I'm gonna be honest, I'm kind of like selfish when it comes to my man. That's why I never really wanted to be bothered with somebody with kids, because I feel like I don't want to compete with your kids. I hate to say this, I don't care about your kids. I don't want to know about your kids. I don't care about your kids.
I can't.
I hate to say it like that, but you know, I just don't be wanting to know. I don't be like,
right.
Okay, like I gotta go pick up my dog. Okay, Ann, like when you coming? When you coming? Are you coming over here? What are we doing today?
Right.
That's me, and I hate to say it, but it is what it is. I'm selfish, and that's why I am the way that I am. I don't want to. Are your kids grown? Are they out the house? Oh, okay, they aren't. So how old are they? Are they independent? Do they do their own thing? Like what?
Right. Oh, because it's a lot. It's a lot if you're dating someone and they have children that are young in age or high, even high school. There's always going to be obligations with your children, whether or not they're grown or
and
not
that's
grown.
the thing.
But like those ages are like, very significant ages. There are, you know what I mean? Like that man, his time is obligated to his children or his child. So you will get the back end, you know what I mean? Get the bad end of the stick.
Man, let me tell you something. I've learned so much out of each relationship that I've been in, okay? Because remember I told you in the last situation, when the child was 17, the child was 17, and so I'm like, okay, they're older, whatnot, but you got to do a lot of stuff like they 5. Why so much going on like they 5?
Right.
What's really going on here?
Right.
Like that's a no for me.
But what are you gonna do? Are you can't argue with a man? Like if he says like, listen,
you can't.
I gotta do something, because for me, I would be more. If you tell me you have 6 kids, 3 baby mamas, I think I'm going to be more turned off if you are not involved with those children.
And that's the thing. So it's like if they say, okay, I gotta go do XYZ with my child, even if they're 17 or 16, you can't be. In my mind, I'm like, I don't give a fuck. Like, but it's not to be a decent person, you gotta be just like, okay, like that's your kid. You gotta do what you gotta do.
You have to grit and bear. And I'd rather that. I mean, like, take care of your children. Right. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not turned on if you over here, but then you tell me like, some shit, how they do, like, oh, she don't let me see my kids, and then, okay, well then, sir, you need to be fighting. You know what I mean? That's like, you're just gonna accept that, and you're just not gonna do it. I know women that deal with men that, are over with them, but they kids are off somewhere and they haven't seen their children. They haven't checked up on them. You know what I mean? Like how do you respect a man that doesn't? I wouldn't care how many. I wouldn't care how many kids he had. But you lay down. You laid the dick down. Yeah. And you had those children. You have to take care of them. Like it doesn't matter how many you have. But for me, I don't like. I think that's it for me. I don't think there's really a number on it. But if I were dating,
I'm gonna say there's not a number. I'm more concerned with the age of the child at this point than I was with the number of baby mamas. At this point, grown. They
have to be grown.
I don't want to hear 8. I don't want to hear 18. I don't want to hear nothing below 18 because. Listen, they might not really be 18. They might be 23, and you're just saying they're 18 or 17 just so you can, get away and do your own thing.
So you can say that you gotta go to your daughter's Powerpuff game or some shit.
And then you over there with another bitch. Come on now. So I've learned a lot. So we're not doing anything over under 18 ever again. We're doing grown children and grown children only. And the grown children, they can live with you. But they're grown.
Right.
Okay? And I don't want to hear no dance recitals at 19 years old. Like, it's out. It's out.
Not the dance recitals. I like to say this. Like, I don't refer to myself as a baby mama. I do not.
Oh, I would never. And I don't
refer. Now, I might have listen, maybe I was referred to that, prior to you know, dun 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 dun, you know. But now, baby, like
I wish my son's dad would call me that. And do it when I can't hear you. Please, or I'm gonna try to punch all your teeth out.
Don't punch your teeth out.
I'm gonna try to knock every one of them out. Don't do that. That's rude as hell. Now, if you don't care, then you just don't care. But
like, and
hey, baby,
I don't refer to his other kids' moms. I don't. I'll say, you know what I mean. I'll say XYZ's mom. You know, mom, or you know, or their name.
I think it's almost like baby mama or baby. It's almost like degrading.
At this point, you know, back in the day, you know, I was ignorant, so I would be like, you know, baby, you know, whatever. But now I just need to say the name, or like I said, XYZ's, you know, mom or whatever. But I, you know, even honestly, like I don't like saying stepchild. I really don't. I've said it, and sometimes I have to catch myself I don't like it, but it's hard when you're trying to explain, like, okay, like, right. Someone might ask, like, who is this? And then you have to say, like, I don't know, we need to come. And I've heard some people say, like, bonus child, and I don't even like that shit. I don't even like that.
I don't like that.
I
like stepchild better than I like bonus.
I think Beyonce's mama had told us to use that term, and it's bonus. Like, like bonus child. I don't like that. We need to find another term. Or you just say that
child that you did not give birth to.
You can't say that either.
Child that you did not give birth to.
Say that either.
I mean, what are you gonna say?
Can't say that either. I just say the child's name, or if somebody asks who is that, maybe you just be like, oh, this is my husband's or my significant other's. I don't know. It all is just sounds wild. It all sounds like an insult. It all sounds like an insult, but you have to think about things when you know, like daughter. You can. I mean, I look at how do I say it? I do look at, like, my husband's kids as, like, they're mine. Like, I do.
That's almost like when people say half brother, sister. That people don't say half brother, sister. They're brothers and sisters. Yeah, that's some white shit.
Yeah, I'll never, like.
You don't differentiate.
I would never let them.
Children like
that. I would never let them call me mom or some shit like that. Like, don't call me mom. Like. You have a mom. I'm not here to take anyone's place. I can't. You didn't come out of it. I can't take anyone's place. But Ebony is fine. We'll go from there. But yeah, we gotta find a different term for these children, because our stepchild just like seems like an insult. Like it just, I don't know. It sounds like you said. It almost sounds like degrading.
Yeah.
I don't know. But okay. So for men, because this is not just a question for, notice we did say how many baby mamas is too much as well. Men, tap in and let us know.
Men don't give a shit.
They really don't, because I did ask my husband, and I asked him, and
that's very rare if they care. It would be, I don't know. I'm not a man, and I'm just thinking, I don't know. Me personally, I don't want to deal with, because I know, I'm speaking of me and Nitra as, I'm gonna put air quotes, baby mom.
Okay. Like,
who you got my kid around? I don't want him around her, them. That's me. That's me. I was real like, no. We ain't doing this. I'll come get him real quick. Oh, hold on, I'll be there. So, I was thinking like, okay, I don't want to date somebody with a woman that don't want you know, like, that's why I'm like, oh, take your child over there, because I don't want to be bothered with their mama. Just go on, take them over there with their mama, because I don't want to be bothered with their mama.
I can't.
I don't. So I'm like, men, y'all don't care. Like some dudes are crazy about their kids, and they be acting like a fool.
Oh,
like, do y'all men don't care about that kind of shit?
Listen, I know someone that left his family. Where you go off with a woman
and took care of somebody else's fucking kids.
But the number of children that she had. Let me give you the number of children that she had.
Y'all men, y'all do not give a kid.
She had 7 children.
And how many was at home? With his family, his actual family.
At his actual family, there was Well, actually, 3, but actually his kids were they were adults at this point. So you went and you left.
So you was free. Sir, you were free of the children.
You went and with this person
that had little ones.
And 7 children. And he was having a good time. He was having a good old time. They don't listen. And so listen, when we were talking about Kevin Samuels and he was talking about how the men don't want
that's a fucking lie.
Don't want the women that are single moms and this and that. Let me tell you, that bitch, she had 7 of them. And got that man to
I was talking to somebody about that. Said person said, oh, they don't want to be with a woman that has, and I'm like thinking to myself, that's a fucking lie. They don't care how many kids they have.
I think if the WAP is good enough and
they be over there taking care of other people's kids and leaving they actual kids at the house, and they so you rather leave 3 kids for 10?
Well, don't you? Haven't you seen that though?
I've seen it a lot.
They literally leave there. They say, kids over here, and you go over there with that woman and you helping her. You know what I mean? Make grilled cheese. You helping her make grilled cheese sandwiches.
You live in this one child situation over here to go over there with her. She got 4 kids, and now y'all having 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you totally forgot that you had a whole.
Does that make sense? Man.
Whole house full of kids over here. You totally forgot about that. See, that's the type of shit that I don't respect.
Weird.
I don't respect.
They should lock y'all up for that kind of shit.
I'd never see myself fucking with a man that does some shit like that.
Child support, y'all should incorporate that in y'all little money thing. Like, okay, where you live? Oh,
right.
Who with who? And she got what? And you ain't taking care of these kids over here? Okay, that's an extra.
It's an extra $1,000.
That's an extra $1,000 per child for you.
And once again, we're back to the women. Like, I don't know how.
How is that okay with you?
But I think a lot of women feel flattered.
That ain't fucking flattering.
I think that they feel flattered that man, he's over here. He's here.
You ain't one
so
shit.
We're back. Listen,
it's weird. That's fucking.
We're gonna talk about this cycle a whole lot throughout this series of this podcast because
weird.
A lot of women just
they be over there fucking competing.
Yeah,
and it ain't no prize to be given. You're not winning a fucking prize. You're winning a man that don't even take care of his own children. So that means
doesn't take care of his children, but you guys don't have children together.
Oh, but when you do, baby, what he gonna do?
Oh, you gonna learn real quick.
Get out of here. Listen, personal experience. I told her. She didn't listen to me. They
never do.
She was riding hard. She was trying hard. She cussed me out. We was cussing each other.
That's what they do.
Now what? Girl was on my phone, boo-hoo crying. Oh, we besties now.
Right.
I told you.
See, they'll cut. You know what I mean? Stop. And I listen. I'm not saying all men are like this.
Most of them. I'm gonna say most. I don't give a fuck.
When we talk, we are just strictly giving our opinion and things that we have literally witnessed with our own eyes or experiences. That's it, and that's all. So if you get mad and you listen,
sometimes I wish I liked women, so I'd be like, bye, fuck y'all.
Anisha,
I really would. I'd been gone. I don't like women like that. I just don't. But if I liked them just this much, I'd have been fucking gone. Y'all get on my fucking nerves.
I can see this so many times, like that man, like he be over there, he be at your house, you be making up neck bones with the gravy and shit, and then your kid sitting running around, and there he go, play fighting again with your son, play fighting and shit, and he got a whole house full of kids.
And his son over there sitting around.
His son want to do this too. His son want to fucking play fight with his daddy, and you over here doing it with her child. But like you know, listen, who am I? What do we know? You guys have to stop. Like you know what I mean? Listen, different strokes for different folks. I will like to say that if it works for you and that gets your juices flowing,
the ghetto-ness of it all.
You know, like I said,
like
because for me,
shit.
I don't care. Like I said, I don't care how many kids you have. You take care. Do you take care of your children? Do you see your children?
But so say if they say, okay, I have 6. And you know, okay, so just think. Let's think about everything here.
6 children, okay.
So this, you know what he does for a living.
Right.
You don't know the amount, but you can kind of gauge.
Right.
You think he's really taking care of those children the way that they should be? Because, I mean, people going to say, it's not about the money. No, it's really not about the money, but it's still about the money.
It's okay. See, that's a tough one.
It's still about the money. So if I know that you work at the fucking, if you, where's just like a middle ground? What's the middle ground? If you work where are we going to say you work? I don't know. Something mid. Let's say you make $50K a year. Okay. And you have 6 kids.
Okay.
You're not taking care of them. I'm sorry, I don't care what you tell me. You ain't doing it. You ain't fucking doing it.
Well, I think that I mean it's not impossible. I mean you can still do.
You can do something.
You can do
but,
something.
Ebony,
I'm not putting an amount because
I am.
When you bust a nut, there's no price tag.
Right, but you have to think like, okay, so say if he has 6 kids, and the 6 kids are 2 here, we got 3 over here, we got the rest over here. Okay, it's not like it's just one baby mama. Because you know this baby mama might be cool and she'd be like, okay, just give me $100 a month.
Right.
This one over here be like, I need $200 per kid.
Each child, right.
You know, so.
And that one might be like.
Right, and this one might have you on fucking child support. And that one, if they have you on child support, taking all your fucking money. And now these other ones ain't getting shit.
She got a G getting a G from you. She getting a G.
Y'all
that one getting 600 and this one getting 100.
So that's what I'm saying. Somebody missing out. Somebody is getting the short fucking end of the stick.
But see, listen, I'm not saying I would or would, but you bring an opportunity to me, like, so if you cool and we've been talking and you appear to, you take care of your children, you tell me that you have to go and play fight with your sons or whatever, or you know, go teach baseball lessons or whatever it is that you have to do. I see that. I've literally saw it, you know, with my own eyes and things like that. Like, I'm probably, I know, me and you are different, so I'm probably not going to sit and put a price tag on that, because that's really none of my business. Whatever it is that you got going, because with me, there's no, I don't feel like I'm getting the short end of the stick. We're doing things, you take me out to dinner, you know, or you cook dinner for, you know what I mean, or whatever, or we have a good time, or, you know, whatever, we chill at that, or whatever's going on. I'm not going to put a price tag on. Like, my thing, I'm all about action. Like, what, you know what I mean, what are you doing? Because you lay down, like I said, you lay the dick down to have these children. So, like you said, of course we all say money is not everything. It's very important.
When you do have
to financially take care. You know, all of us do. We all have to financially, you know, take care of our children. But something like that, if I'm dating, I don't think initially I'm gonna put a price tag on something, because from what I see, you take care of your kids. You don't appear to be an absent father. So let's say this, okay? Because I stopped talking to somebody. I just ghosted because of this. Okay. Let me just what the fuck did you do?
I didn't. It was what he said. Okay.
What did he say?
Very cool. Very nice. Very nice. Okay. Had a very nice job. Had his own place. Very nice vehicle. Very nice place. Just everything was nice. But then this is what happened. Yeah, he had a daughter. Okay. And the daughter, I think he said, was like 12 or 13 or something. I can't remember ages. I'm like, okay, whatever. Why all of them got to be having daughters? I never get the ones with the sons. Sons don't give a fuck. It'd be them daughters that be all trying to, Anyway. Oh, Jesus. My next one has to have sons.
The sons be like.
All sons.
Hi, Miss Anitra.
Yeah, all sons. No daughters.
Hi, Miss Anitra. My name's Bobby.
Yeah. Okay, so he had a daughter.
You want to be my mom?
So we're on the phone one night, and we're talking about our day at work or whatever, and he was, you know, asking me about my day, and I'm telling him, and I was like, oh, hey, how was your day? And he's like, you telling me, and then he's like, oh yeah, I got into it with my daughter's mom, and I'm like, thinking to myself, oh.
Why did you say that, sir?
I'm like, okay, what happened? Like, what's going on? So I guess he hadn't told me the whole story of what's going on with them. So apparently, they got into it because he got some paper from the child support because he's trying to fight to get what is it called? 50-50 custody, because he don't have 50-50 custody, and then he goes in the story of telling me why he doesn't have 50-50 custody, and it was just like all the yelling and I was like, I don't know, I was like feeling like I was taken back, and I was like, I was so turned off at that point. I was like, oh, okay, well, I'm about to go take a shower.
But I can't.
Blocked, immediately blocked. I don't want to hear about
Not immediately blocked.
Because I feel like I was back in some years ago. Like, you're not going to be arguing about somebody with custody. Like, I'm thinking to myself, what the fuck are you doing? Something had to have happened for her to take you to fucking child support court and them not give you no custody.
But Anitra,
something happened.
A lot of times, listen.
It was the way he was saying it. It was like the argumentative voice came out in him. But I was just listening.
A lot of times, these baby mothers do things out of spite too.
I was like, turned off.
A lot of times these women,
I know that they
feel some type of way because they're not with that man no more.
But think about this, Ebony.
So they want to dig.
I get it, but this is what I thought about. Not only did it take me back in my own like kind of situation, I then thought about that baby mama. I was just like, okay, no, that I don't want to deal with that.
Right.
Like, do I want to be with a man that now I got to go with him to child support court, to the family court, and be up in there arguing? Now I don't want to deal with that.
You don't have to. You ain't got to go to the court.
I feel like I'm going to be in some type of way. I don't feel like I want to be bothered at all.
That ain't got nothing to do with you, You do not have to.
It ain't got nothing, it ain't going to have nothing to do with me. I was out of there. I ain't got time. I don't want to hear about it. Listen,
and some men just need to like.
Y'all need to do y'all stuff to yourself.
Especially if you're dating someone. Yeah, if you're dating someone, I beg of you. Please,
I was literally that running emoji.
Please do not. That is such a that's such a turn on. Do not.
Y'all be telling too much y'all's business.
Do not tell her because this is the thing, and I think a lot of times motherfuckers want you to think that things are so horrible with their baby mama and this and that and the third.
I don't want
so you would never suspect that they still fucking with their baby mama.
Well, if you ever tell me something like that, I'm out. I don't ever want to hear no negative stuff.
And I'm not saying all, but I think a lot of times these motherfuckers, they want you to already have just a thought that there is just absolutely no way possible for me to
that's the devil.
to be fucking with my baby mom. There's nothing going on. Oh, I can't stand her. Oh, you know what she did today? She told me, you know what she did? She said, I need to bring 2 pair of socks for the baby. I need to bring 2 pair of socks for my daughter. You know what I mean? And why am I buying my daughter Nikes when she like Disney princess shoes or some silly shit? You know what I mean?
Listen.
Y'all gotta stop.
My son is 20 years old. Do you think I want to hear that shit? No. We over here chilling, okay? He minds his business. I mind mine. I leave and I go as I please. He goes as his please. Do you think I want to hear about your baby mama drama? Hell to the no.
But that's what I'm saying, fellas. Y'all gotta keep that to yourself. Like, keep it to yourself. Like, I
get that people want to vent, and I get that because you know, every day some people might want to vent, but this was very early on. So this is not like we've been dating 6-7 months. This was like 3 weeks in. I don't want to hear that. I don't know you like that. I don't want to know that part of you.
No.
You know, this is still very new. I'm still over here trying to figure out who you are. And that's what you're telling me? I don't want to know.
But a lot of times that's where you get like the baby mama and baby daddy drama. And I mean that amongst like, say you would have continued to date him. Mm-hmm. And now you have this notion in your head that she's doing all these bad things. She's taking them course. She doing them bad. You know what I mean? She want all the money. She want this, that, and the third or whatever. So you now have these negative or these ill feelings towards her. So now when you with him and you guys go and pick, you know, his daughter up, now you sitting in the seat. You like this sitting in the seat looking at her on the porch like this, and she looking at you like this. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? I think that's a lot of. I think a lot of times things like that can be prevented if y'all just shut the fuck up. If everybody just shut the fuck up,
please
do whatever it is.
I don't
that ain't got
know
nothing
your whole
to do.
business
That don't
right
have
now.
nothing.
I don't need to know that deep of anything.
Right.
On.
That is not Anitra's business. That don't have nothing to do with
Because he could have just
her.
said, oh, you know, being my daughter's mom, we had disagreement today. And I would have been like, okay, well, I wouldn't have even because I just asked you how your day was. I didn't ask you, well, what happened? I just asked you how your day was.
Right.
He's like, oh, well, we had this, and then he just went straight in. I didn't ask you the details.
No, I didn't ask you the details. That's what I'm saying. Y'all, some of y'all.
Because everybody has bad days.
And females do it too.
Yeah, they do.
Y'all really be doing it because y'all love to pillow talk with y'all big. Y'all love to have him. Y'all love to have that man that you laying with now, thinking that this man is so bad. Y'all love to do it. I've seen another thing I've seen is women once you have that new man, you want to try to portray like that man is a better father to your child than his or her actual father is.
Y'all gotta stop playing these games.
That's all it is. It's a bunch of reindeer fucking games. It's a bunch of reindeer games, and it's got to stop. Like I said, a lot of this baby mama, baby daddy drama shit, I think can be prevented.
That's why I just don't want no parts of it. That is why I feel like I just want to be so far removed from it.
Yeah.
I just don't even want to.
Yeah. See, I don't know what it. I can't say. I don't know what it'd be like if I started dating it. You know what I mean? Again, and then I couldn't imagine because when I was involved with some shit like that, where you know what I mean, my husband had his baby mamas or whatever you want to call it, I was so far removed. It had nothing to do. I don't care. Not saying I don't. You know what I mean? Because I love. It's hard to talk about now because I love, you know what I mean, the kids and whatever. But at that time, I can't the stress of it all.
It's stressful, and I don't want to, because I'm the type of person, and it's easy for me to take on somebody else's the energy of somebody, and I take it on, and then I feel like now I'm stressed over your shit. That ain't my situation. Yeah. I don't know your kids or your baby mama, but now I'm over here stressed out about your stuff. I will be I'm out of here. I don't want no parts. Yeah. I don't want to feel anxious over nobody's situation. Yeah. Leave me out of it.
Yeah,
I don't want to be bothered.
And you guys, that's the great point. Just leave everybody out of it. That is between you and that person that you lay down with. Just leave everybody out of it. And
I know at a certain point in a relationship, a new relationship, they're going to have to know that,
Right.
And then women or men, you can listen to what your partner says about that other person, but that's just like you meeting somebody else, meeting somebody new, and you can't go off of what that somebody else said about the person. You have to learn for yourself. They can be like, oh, she's a bitch. She did this, but you don't know that to be true.
I've always said that too. Don't pillow talk. Don't talk behind what another motherfucker is talking about. She might be the
nicest person in the world.
Because that's what I'm talking about. That a lot of times you're trying to already create that energy, that negative energy. So whenever you see her, I need you to give her the same face. Every time you see her, I need you to give that negative energy to her, and she could be the coolest bitch in the world.
She probably don't give a shit about you.
But I would never know that because you're over here telling me that she's fucking Corolla DeVille. She over here trying to get the pound puppies and shit. You know what I'm saying? And she ain't even that. She ain't even trying to collect all the puppies. You done created this narrative that this person she's such a bad person, and she can be cool as fuck.
Right.
You know what I mean? Y'all got to stop
you cannot
playing these games around here and do whatever you do. However many baby mamas or baby daddies that you have, just do you. I've had this conversation, and I do think that it may have a lot to do with it says a lot about your character too.
What? How many kids you have, or baby mamas? Baby daddies.
Baby mamas, baby daddies.
Well, what do you mean by that? What does it say?
Maybe possibly being just a little bit careless. Just being careless.
Oh yeah. Well, there you go, Nick Cannon.
Yeah.
Who else has a lot of kids with baby mamas? Diddy.
Oh.
I know some people personally. I
know women that have multiple, baby daddies. I'm not saying that they're a bad.
That's a thing.
You know,
I mean, that's
a
thing.
bad person.
Because things happen. You know, things happen. Like I said before, one might be from when you were young,
right?
And y'all weren't together. Okay, then you move on. You have a grown-up relationship.
Right. So it's like puppy
kids.
Love. Boom. Okay, you guys fucked around and had a kid. Okay, boom, you're there. And then you move on to some shit. You move into your life. Stuff. Okay, you know what I mean? Boom. You know what I mean? You have a kid. You're like, oh shit. You know what I'm saying? And then that ends, and then you like,
okay, I'm still with childbearing age. You meet somebody else.
You know, you've had those 2 kids. You know now, so you kind of like, okay, that didn't work out. So now, where do I go? I mean,
do you say to yourself, you know, I already got 2 baby daddies. Do the women I wonder if they really be like, okay, I got 2 baby daddies. Do I want a third?
I don't think they think about it at the time. I think once shit is already said and done, I think maybe you have to kind of think back, like, goddamn, like I got 3 children and 3 baby daddies.
This is my thing for women and men. I just be thinking to myself, I have 1 son, so that means of course I got one's kid's dad. This janky ass.
Ooh.
The stress, the foolishness that I went through with that one. Mm-hmm. I cannot imagine.
It's a lot.
Not saying that all 3, 4 would have been the same way, but I didn't even want to take that chance to even go through that again.
It's a lot.
It's why I never had
You spread it. You really once you get into numbers.
Yeah, like you argue with this dude, and now you like.
It wears thin.
You might have 4 kids, 4 baby daddies, and 1 cool, and you got 3 knuckleheads over there. Now you got to fucking argue with every month to get your money.
It wears thin on you.
Or come get the kids. Oh,
but
hell no.
It's
my nerves.
It's something that you can control because you can't. Like I said, you've had a child with somebody when you're young. Okay, you move on. 3 years later, you're in a relationship that you think is going to be it. You had a child with that person. Okay, that ends however that ends, and then now you're in your 30s, and then you're with someone, and this is the person that you're probably going to end up with. This is the person that you're going to spend the rest of your life with, and so
like,
you guys have a child. You guys have, you know what I mean, have a child. So I think it's you really don't have any control. I mean, this is your destiny. This is your
that's your
body.
I can't tell you what to do with your body.
Y'all didn't say nothing about your grandmas that had 17 fucking kids.
But they had 1 husband too.
Yeah, that's right.
They had 1 husband. I just think, ma'am, I can't tell you what you do with your body, but after 3, please think about it. Please save yourself the stress. That's what I'm thinking about, your stress level.
I just
stress levels gotta be
high. I just keep it cool. You know what I mean? Listen. It can be an exhausting gig.
Yes, I'm already knowing it is, and that ain't even my situation.
Right, it can be. I mean, I'm not exhausted. I'm not exhausted. You know what I mean? I'm good. I'm not exhausted. I'm good. I'm good.
Just think a dude that has 10 kids with 10 baby mamas.
Oh.
The stress!
That's exhausting. Like
that is fucking stressful.
That sank my heart.
Or, they got 12 kids and 9 baby mamas. That's 9 different personalities. No. How y'all do it? Y'all very strong people. You're very strong. Okay? But back to the original question.
Yeah.
At this point in my life, I don't care how many baby mamas. Right now.
Okay.
I care about the age of the children.
You care about
That's
the age.
my main concern. My main concern.
You need them motherfuckers to already be cooking greens in the pot. Like already making the neck bones with the gravy and okay.
College student and up.
Okay.
Or senior in high school and up.
Okay.
That's it, that's all. 18 and up. We're not doing anything.
So you don't want the little boy coming saying, no, I'm sorry I lied to you, Anisha.
So
I just didn't want to go to Arizona.
As much as I love little boys, no, I'm sorry.
Sorry I lied to you, Martin.
I just can't. And that's only because of y'all's dad might be lying about your ages. I gotta protect myself, okay? So y'all got to be grown.
It's a tricky game to play, you guys. I mean, good luck to everybody out there dating, and this is one of those questions that maybe possibly has to come up. You have to think about that. Like, I'm dating. You know what I mean? He said he has 4 baby mamas. Like, and he's cool. He's cool as fuck. But he said he got 4 baby mamas, and 3 of those, he said he has 4 baby mamas. 3 of his kids are grown.
Mm-hmm. No.
But he has a 13-year-old.
I'm out.
You're out, Anitra?
I am good. That 13-year-old might be 20, and they might be lying. They might be lying and saying they're 13 and they're really 20.
Anitra, you've seen the 13-year-old. You've seen her. You've seen her.
I've seen 17-year-old too, but 17-year-old was 22.
Oh.
17-year-old was 22.
Oh, sir, you a real city slicker.
17-year-old looked real young. 22-year-old
you a real city slicker.
So I don't trust these ages no more. I don't trust it. I don't trust it.
So that's it, Anitra. That's it.
They got to physically say 18 and over. That's it. That's all. That's it.
So you gonna let it potentially...
Unless Jesus himself comes down off that throne and is like, okay, no, you're going to be with this person that has a 13-year-old.
Jesus might do that.
Well, then that's when it'll be okay. But until then, if I'm in my own mind and I'm in control of this, then it's enough.
You're gonna let a potential good man.
Listen, I only go off of situations and things that I've experienced, and I am not putting myself in.
So your main thing, and I think you mentioned this already, is the time. It would be the time, because that time that he would spend with that, I'm doing air quotes right now, that 13-year-old.
Yeah.
Would there's a significant amount of time that has to be spent. You know what I mean? Like you said, dance rehearsals, cheerleading, whatever, the
I'm
science fair,
I want to get up and go whenever I want to go. Because I feel like, because I can get up and go, at my age, you should be able to. I don't want to hear, I got to take somebody here. Okay, well, bye. Find somebody else that needs to take their kids somewhere too. I'm going to take mine somewhere. Okay? I don't want to be bothered with it, because when the Sunday hits and I want to go to brunch, I don't want to hear nothing about, I don't want to hear it. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck, to be very blunt. I don't care. Let's hit it. We're going to brunch. Okay? Well, I don't care about that. I'm sorry. I hate that I'm even like that. But listen, ladies, you've been through some shit. It gets like that. You just have to base your new situation or what you will deal with based off of old shit. Like, I'm not doing it. I won't. 18 and over. Now, if the 18-year-old want to come to brunch, y'all want to roll, let's hit it. Hopefully they're 21 and they can have them a mimosa too.
Oh my gosh, Anitra. Oh my goodness.
But I ain't taking no chances on. I ain't taking the chances. No. Nope, and nope again.
Well, you guys
Letitia's on.
Heard
I'm
that.
Just for an
I mean, it is. Listen, all these questions are all preference. We're not
right. And the thing about it is, everybody's been through different things. Yeah, so like some people don't care because they've been through shit.
Or this is wrong or whatever. This is our preferences and our opinions.
Yeah.
And that's it, and that's all. So, however, if you want to fuck with somebody that has 36 children and 20 baby mamas, then that's on you. You know what I mean? Ma'am, if you want to fuck with the man that comes and helps play with you and your children, but he don't take care of his, or he don't see his children, he haven't seen his children in ages, then that's on you. I'm saying that don't tickle my fancy. That doesn't do it's not gonna do anything for me, and so you'd have to move on.
Yeah,
you ain't about shit. But
I don't know. To each his own.
To each his own.
Somebody might be very happy in their late 40s, early 50s, dating someone that has a 5-year-old. I mean, that's your preference. I would never.
Whew.
I mean, they might be the sweetest thing ever, but that's your dad's fault, baby, not mine. Your dad ruined that, or the men ruined that for you. Yeah, so
okay, so I guess that's that.
It is.
It's
you good? You got anything else?
I'm good. I've got nothing.
Yeah, she has different perspective than I do, and like I said before, sometimes we don't always have the same perspective.
No,
we don't.
No,
everybody's life is different, and their life experiences are different, and so I feel different way. You ain't gonna get me. Can't catch me. I'm gingerbread. Can't catch me. I ain't gonna get God again. You ain't. You ain't gonna get me.
On that note,
we are on Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Spotify. You can follow us on Instagram at 2 E's in the Podcast. You can follow us on YouTube at 2 E's in the Podcast. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. Let us know that you are new there, or let us know that you aren't new, but you are subscribed, or just comment down below. But yeah, do you got anything else you want to say? Oh, you got your Black History thing? I don't have a Black History thing.
Oh, what did I want to highlight? Oh, we are highlighting
for Black History Month. You know, we're
it's Black
talking
History
about
Month,
people.
And so we have to highlight the people. You guys,
Mm-hmm.
we have to highlight. So who am I gonna highlight today? Let me see what I got. I got something good for you guys. Let's see. Okay. Black History Facts. On February 17th, 1891. You really
Very
did
long time ago.
1891.
Uh-huh.
Albert C. Richardson. Hey, Al. Patented the butter churn.
Ooh.
I heard that, Al.
I love me some butter.
The device consisted of a large wooden cylinder container with a plunger-like handle which moved up and down. I heard that. In doing so, the movement caused oily parts of that cream of the milk to become separated from the more watery parts. This allowed for an easy way to make that damn butter that forever changed the food industry. That all y'all ladies, because of Al, because of Mr. Richardson, y'all are able to get these seafood boils with that Cajun butter sauce and the garlic. It's because of Al Richardson that y'all out here acting a fool with them seafood boils and all that damn butter that y'all putting on these crab legs and these lobsters and shit. That y'all making this garlic butter shrimp and shit that y'all be making every day. And cooking cooked shrimp. Don't cook shrimp. It's cooked, baby.
Oh God.
It's cooked.
And why are we buying cooked shrimp?
Why? Are you making shrimp cocktail? What are you doing exactly with the shrimp? Why are you doing that, baby? And Al Richardson did not die in vain for you to be out here making garlic butter shrimp with cooked bags of cooked shrimp.
Oh, and that shrimp gonna be hard and rough.
Oh, baby, it's gonna taste like a Goodyear tire. Y'all got to stop. As much as y'all be on this internet and shit, they have enough resources to teach y'all how to cook something. Y'all got to stop this shit. But Al did that for y'all.
It's righteousness.
Al crawled so that y'all can walk down to the store and get that butter to make them seafood boils. Otherwise, it'd just be a naked boil.
Oh my God, I can't.
Happy Black History Month.
Happy Black History Month. With that being said, my name is Anitra.
And I'm Ebony.
And we're 2 E's in the Podcast. Bye, guys.